feel it. Something's...
Buying this keep the peace idea these Brotherhood types are putting down?
Don't worry about... Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas. Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere.
This Brotherhood wants order.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin,
All this concrete, places like...
you had better have a reason for being here.
Keep fighting out there.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Ain't no kind of life wrapped up in metal.
If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time
The
for you right
settlers
now.
want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well. or we'll
Did he?
make the same mistakes.
Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my
Get back to the
secretary.
farm soon.
We're building something big here. Don't get left behind.
That is within the scope of Paladin Romani's directives. It takes more than just asking, of course. You would have to prove yourself. If you are sincere about wishing to join our ranks, you would have to earn the approval of the officers here, including me. Is that why you're here? Another hopeful dreaming of service to the Brotherhood? Wanting isn't an... I am not a receptionist, civilian. I have actually...
Greetings, civilian.
The California members show no signs of infectious disease.
Initiate Dorsey is too trusting. But I can't fault his
New
commitment.
recruits, night shifts,
Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our
we're gonna
order?
be invincible.
Wanting isn't enough. And not everyone who shows up looking to join our order is worthy of being. Normally, I'd stick. But there's something we've had people are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. If you're really interested,
Wonder if this will be to see those raiders gone.
do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
This place is kind of a dump.
I gave you a job to do. Unless you're done, get to it.
All this concrete...
You better have something useful to say to me. Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean.
I am a link.
So,
That is what keeps this order together.
the problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now, I'm a peaceful
New
man.
recruits,
I
night
really
shifts,
am.
training, weapons, and a
I sure
place
wasn't
like
equipped to
this.
deal with armed
We're gonna
thugs
be invincible.
requisitioning the little I never understood the Raiders.
Ain't no kind of life
I like the
wrapped
quiet
up
life.
in metal.
I don't need much, and I need trouble less. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe, at least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
Find, protect, and preserve.
Hey, thanks.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
I have my eye on you.
Radiation levels nominal.
Well, now look at you.
Reading from some
You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them. It's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on them. Name's Art Knapp. So, what's this Knight fella sent
I
you
imagine the
for?
Brotherhood would object to a collection of blood samples from all its members. Shame.
What the heck does Ad Victorium even mean?
A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm do. In return... Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
Place the Black Brotherhood oversight for so long.
Fortifications
Something
appear
I can
adequate.
do for you.
If rushed.
Something else on your mind?
Speak or go away. I do not tolerate eavesdropper. Yes, something I can help. I am waiting to speak with
I should be getting back to work.
the severe gentleman in the
Get at
power
it.
armor, yes. Dr. Edgar Black. I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, my research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering.
Make it
I came to see if an arrangement
My
could be
bones
made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own. Thank you.
Something I can do for you.
Did you wish to speak with me?
Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal? Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot.
Military-grade hardware, more common amongst the ones from California.
Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
The California members show no signs of...
Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger.
Have you finished the task I gave you?
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day.
Good.
What else?
Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
We're all links in the chain, bound in Brotherhood. The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to...
Our job is to procure and protect technology, not fund civilian scientists in developing it. If the doctor's research proves dangerous, then the Brotherhood will take a very pointed interest. Until then, it is his problem. Next report.
Got to be getting back to the farm soon.
The efficiency of Brotherhood response to this is
We are not mercenaries here to serve. That's irrelevant. Enough about that. No, we are not armed. There was never any circumstance in which I would authorize weapons to that woman. But your vigilance is noted. Moving on. Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. There are countless brigands out there, civilian. It is not the job of the Brotherhood to hunt them down one by one for their... I will say it bothers me to hear that someone is abusing the honor of the Brotherhood this way. But that does... Mr. Hockman's problems are his... That's everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment and grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
Wonder if this will be enough to see those raiders gone.
Be vigilant, outsider. I am not a receptionist, civilian. I have actual work to do.
All this concrete, place is like a tomb.
I can do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe
This is a
when I'm
security
put on patrol
office,
day and
not
night?
a social club. If you're not finished, get back to work. If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
We're all links in the chain. Bound in brotherhood.
All these new initiates. I may need another... Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here? Oh, a prospective initiate. The Knight Shin sent you. And I guess
can
we're
do
both in
more
luck.
than just fight.
Paladin
How do I
Romani
show
makes
that
the
I'm
call
fit
on
to be
new
a scribe
recruits,
when
but
I'm
the
put on
Knight and
patrol
I
day and
have
night?
some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it? Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we start. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Any questions before we start? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit. Shouldn't you be waiting in the entryway?
Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here.
Settlers want to rebuild. They're only looking to the future.
we can spare any supplies for the relief efforts. Might buy us goodwill with the locals.
I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol. He is gonna love it.
I cannot believe these people are still hurling nukes at each other. It's madness.
We should spend less time mourning Fort Defiance and more time here, where Appalachia's future will be decided.
I will not allow Atlas to go the way of Fort Defiance. We're here to stay.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood is a step forward.
Appalachia is our chance to learn from the mistakes of the past. We'll build something better for everyone.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
New recruits, night shifts, training, weapons, and a base like this, we're gonna be invincible.
No meat approved. A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined.
And I'll show
And
those
this
raiders
ration
boss.
request doesn't even have a name on it.
We should see if anyone needs help with anything.
Good, you're here. So, How do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Yet you'd be amazed how many people refuse to do it. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up. His lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his hand, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. That's a mature attitude to take. I really appreciate that. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. I did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find. Now, let's follow up on some... There's probably a... The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups? Should be a simple inspection. Take note of... Interesting. Looks like we've got company. We survived. Glad that's over with. Back at it! Close one. That does it for the inspection. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment? If you consider that working as intended, then sorry. But I have to question your competency there. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were... Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well so far. Nobody does, outside of a classroom. That's why I love to evaluate new prospects this way. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? Think on your feet? If you can, you are in my favor. If you can't, then, well, maybe I reconsider my recommendation. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there. Each extraction. Any questions? I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do. right to trust you with this. Can you pick up that induction coil up there on the machine core? That doesn't sound good.
I Hostile target detected. Attention, citizens. You may now resume your normal activities. Intruder, identify yourself. Hostile target identified.
Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected.